things are moving with us in both of our careers, and we just wanted to make sure that we solidified our love, you know what I mean, and have our foundation. And it's okay if everything is not figured out. You'll figure it out along the way. It's just Haynes.
Okay.
You know, I got an old Southern traditional guy. Tune in.
Chemistry 30 years ago in Love Jones inspired us all. Y'all, if you haven't seen it, you've got to check it out. It is the quintessential love story of all time. Is the chemistry still there?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not manufactured. It's real.
It's very much so real. And as you pointed out, if those who have not seen the movie Love Jones, where have you been? What are you doing? Look for the movie, enjoy it with someone that you love, or if you just want to watch it by yourself. It is something that's special, and you certainly will see the chemistry there that resonates still today.
And will we see a sequel?
We don't know. We love to do a sequel, but we have some other things that we're thinking about doing.
And last question, Nia, Jeezy has said he's in love with you. Are you going to return the love?
Jeezy, stop it. Come on, man. I'm blocking right now. Jeezy, knock it off, man. Knock it off.
Jeezy. That's my guy. He's one of my good friends.
Yeah, he's good people.
And he really is, yeah.
Well, thank you all so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Jazzy Jazz, I've got the beautiful Holly Robinson Peete and her handsome husband, Rodney Peete. I won't get too close, though.
Okay, all good.
First of all, congratulations, y'all have been married 30 years. That is an accomplishment anywhere, and you've done it while you're still in Hollywood with very flourishing careers and 4 children. What is the secret?
I would say the secret sauce is just really, staying on the same page and really focusing in on how do we understand what each other is going through and listening, because when you're arguing, you're having a conversation, you're so busy trying to come up with your response, you're not even listening to what the person's saying.
So true.
So giving someone space to listen to them. Rodney's standing there like, why didn't you do that this morning? I felt his energy. But that is really, I think, part of the key at the end of the day, and having someone who will never give up on you.
I love that.
You got to be willing to fight. You mentioned it. Living in L.A., living in Hollywood, it's not easy. 30 years is like 100 and living in L.A.
That's a fact.
But you got to be willing to fight for it.
Yeah.
Even when things are bad. We've had our ups and downs and roller coaster and all that like anybody else. But we are not willing to give up. And that is so important, because I think it's society and everything has made it so easy for people to give up, walk away and find somebody new.
That is so true. That is so true, especially with social media and dating apps,
I think we would have survived social media, actually. When we were dating 30 years ago, there was no social media. That would have been a whole nother animal to conquer.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So how do you keep it spicy?
We come to hotel nights in Miami.
Yes, we
Thank
do.
you, ABF.
I love it. And what surprises y'all about each other after 30 years? Anything?
Look at that. Look at that.
I'm surprised that he, I can still make him laugh. I always get surprised when we still get a belly laugh. When I can get a belly laugh out of him, or he gets one out of me. It's that moment of, oh my gosh, this is why we came together in the first place.
And what surprises you about your beautiful wife?
Oh, it's that, really. It is that she can still make me laugh, and I wouldn't say it's a surprise, but we still like being around each other. And it's not like I can't wait to get out of the house, or you hear the cliche of the husband sitting in the driveway just like waiting before he goes in the house.
You do be sitting in the driveway for a while.
Well, only if I'm talking to somebody, but I'm trying to get in the house, so we still look forward to seeing each other.
Well, congratulations also on King's Court.
Thank you.
On Bravo.
Yeah.
So you helped the queens find love. Now you're helping the men, and you got some men. You got a wrestler. You got Tyson, who everybody loves. I'm surprised he's ready for true love.
Carlos. He's over 50. It's time for Tyson.
It's mad time.
Yeah.
And you all bring to the show your own relationship. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we bring to the show our experience. We obviously don't want to be that couple that knows everything, because we don't, right?
We don't.
But what we do want to do is let people take as much as they want from our experience and our journey.
And they were great. I mean, I did, but they were open to it, but they were great at asking us questions about, what do you guys do when she does this, and how do you handle when she says that, and all that kind of stuff. So it was really great working with the guys.
They leaned on Rodney.
Yeah, they really did, and it was fantastic
like
that they were open to that.
I understand there's a lot of vulnerability, but is there some beefing going on? Like, are they fighting over the same lady? We got drama.
There's no beef, but there's three men that are, but they were more by committee and less bumping heads. But just like any relationships, there's always those little moments. So they had those, but at the end of the day, they work them out and they talk to each other, which is very cool.
And how were the ladies selected?
Well, they were selected very carefully. I mean, the TV powers that be select these women very, very carefully, and they're all background checked, and everyone, is kosher. But at the end of the day, they selected some really tremendous women, and they're not just they're women that are professional. There's some doctors, they're philanthropists, and women who've lived, and had their own journeys too. So it's really been. It was fun to watch it all come together.
The cool part for us is that we're not dealing with people in their early 20s, right? Where it's like it could be nothing against that, because it could be flingish, but we were dealing with both men that we had, the three kings, and the women that were really genuinely looking for love.
And no surprises, no OnlyFans pages popping up.
Wait, hold on. You never know.
You never know. Watch the show.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, congratulations again. My last question: what's your bad habit?
Oh, my bad habit is sugar. Yes.
I'm with you on that.
Yes, it is.
That's my crack. What about
sugar too? But procrastination. I can get so distracted and then put things off that I just need to do it now. Procrastination.
And we didn't even talk about autism. If we have time, as I mentioned, I have a daughter with autism. You have a child with autism, and you've been a big advocate for that. What do you want people to know?
Just that people with autism are amazing and need to be valued. And they're not a blight on society. They don't destroy families, as was recently said. At the end of the day, we need to gather around people who are neurodiverse and not necessarily like us. They're different, and embrace their differences. That's what makes them a part of the fabric of society. But we're going to always ride for these people with autism all day and all night.
You have been ride or die. We love you for that. And you look gorgeous. You look like you're 30. You've been married 30 years. You got her when she was a baby.
I got lucky.
Love you guys. Congratulations. Thank you for all you do.
Appreciate it.
Oh, Jazzy Jazz. And you see who I am with, right? You've seen him in the ring. He has devastated opponents. You're amazing. Congratulations on your wrestling career.
Thank you so much.
And now, what's going to be more challenging, the wrestling or finding true love on King's Court?
I think they both are equally challenging. They both come with a different set of challenges, and this journey that I'm on right now on King's Court was definitely one that I felt like I needed to come in more vulnerable than I probably would be in a ring, because in the ring I gotta be ready to toss somebody up in any moment. I want people to know me as Thaddeus. Titus O'Neal has obviously been a brand that I've helped build with WWE, but at this point in my life, I also am consistent with building another brand internally, which is to find the love of my life.
Wow. Well, what inspires you wanting to find the love of your life as opposed to just, sampling the buffet of beautiful women out there?
No, the buffet ain't all that great. There's people done picked over the buffet, and left plates out and all this and that. Yeah, I'm not interested in the buffet at all.
No buffet for you. You want the whole meal and the appetizer.
I want a chef-curated meal. So that I'm being the chef, and I can find someone that I can have the ingredients to a beautiful relationship with and a beautiful partnership with. I'm not looking, for companionship. I got 5 dogs, so I got plenty of companions. I can go to the movies with anybody. I'm looking for a partner that can help build, and I can help build her up and do things, to continue to do whatever God has for both of us to do. So that's where I'm at in life. I'm 48. I like to tell people I'm halfway dead, so halfway to 100.
I can't with that.
I got 3 kids. All of them are in college. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they all play sports, and so I'm interested in having that aspect of my life kind of being on that journey for me now.
And we're giving you good daddy points, too, which is so important. Good daddy points for your 3 babies in college. Congratulations. So what are you looking for in a lady?
I think I never really considered looking for something. I always say what I would like for the standard to be for my relationship is, first and foremost, she has to have a relationship with God. Because I know that if she hears from God, she'll hear how to handle me. Because I'm not always the easiest to deal with.
I love that.
So when she can't talk to me about certain things, she can always talk to God, and He can give her the right wisdom and guidance on. And me, vice versa, same way. I think she's got to be fun-loving. Oh, hey, there he is.
Tyson in the building.
Tyson Beckford, everybody.
Tyson in the building. Tyson in the building. Hey.
How you doing? How you doing? Boy, you look good. Give me another hug.
Tyson, you're so quiet. Okay, come back, Titus.
Go from like seeing everybody every day and then don't see them for a long time.
So, Tyson, you gonna find true love?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm on here to find it.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for everything.
Okay, what is everything?
She got to be fun. She got to be exciting. I don't mean to jump in.
No, you good.
I want both y'all.
No,
Look, I'll take 2 fine men. I'm not complaining.
No, you know, it's just something that we all need in life, you know.
Well, what brought you to this point?
What brought me to this point? I tried everything else. I just never did the Tinder and the swipe right, none of that. But yeah, I mean, I did the dating. What is those things where you go and sit in the panels, you wait for somebody to come sit in front of you?
Yeah,
I did that too.
Okay.
So.
All right, so BBLs or natural? Both y'all, BBL or natural?
No, but we both are natural.
Natural?
Yeah, because we naturally
You
work
don't
out.
want badunk-a-dunk?
No.
Okay.
No, that because in the long run,
Save your money. They will take you natural. Well, I do want to get a chance to holler at you. I'm going to finish with you, but that was dope. Thank you. I know. Okay. So one of the things you were saying is that you're difficult to deal with sometimes. What is some of that difficulty?
Because I'm a very purpose-driven person, and I refuse to allow somebody to stay with me and be comfortable in being just who they are at the time. I feel like if I come into anybody's life, whether it's a woman or a young man or young lady, that, you know, we're supposed to make each other better. Iron sharpens iron. I don't want anybody to ever get too comfortable in life and not stop striving for the goals that they had long before I came into.
Amen. Yes.
Yeah, so it ain't gonna be no stay home.
I'm gonna try to get on that show.
Yeah, you might as well. The stay-home wife is not for me because I feel like people lose who they are after a certain period of time of doing that. It's only so much shopping you can do. It's only so many times you can go out for girls' nights and this and that. What are you doing? What did God put in you that you want to put out into the world? What legacy do you want to live? Because I say all the time, you know, for men, you know, the greatest gift that we'll ever give our family is not the house or the car or the clothes. It's a great last name.
So last 2 questions. You said you had to be vulnerable. What was the most challenging part about being when was the most challenging moment where you struggled with being vulnerable on the show?
I never struggled with being vulnerable because I knew coming into this I wanted to take this very serious. And but I think for so often, especially for black men, showing vulnerability in some people's eyes as weakness. And it's not weakness, it's actually a strength.
It is strength. Yeah, last question. What's your bad habit?
My bad habit is, I mean, I love clothes, so that's my vice. I don't drink crazy, I don't smoke, I don't go out to parties and clubs, but I do like to shop and I do love to cook and eat. So my bad habits are definitely food and clothes.
Okay, favorite designer? Top 3?
Heidi Aki Bespoke, Dedrick Thomas up, and he's a tailor for me. Great dude. He's my favorite person to work with.
Okay. Thank you so much. Congratulations on King's Court, and good luck finding love.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Jazzy Jazz. I'm here with the legend, Jermaine Dupri. Oh, my God. You are like the soundtrack of our lives. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
So what brings you to ABFF?
You know, we got the new Magic City documentary coming out on Stars August 15th. So we're here. We're going to show the first episode.
Ooh, that's going to be fire. You already know that's going to get a big audience. What inspired you to do that?
I mean, it's culture. It's part of Atlanta culture. And I feel like throughout hip hop, each region has had an opportunity to show their culture. LA showed us lowriders and gangs and different sectors of how they live in LA. New York showed us basically the culture period of breaking, rapping, DJing, and all of that. But then the South, when hip hop came, I don't think we have an opportunity to show exactly what the culture of, especially of Atlanta is. And a lot of things is like people don't understand it, even though it is what it is. The strip club is part of our culture.
Honey, the A is known for the strip club, right? It is legendary. The strip clubs in the A kind of set the standard for the world.
Yeah, I mean, besides Miami, but other than Miami. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's culture to everybody. And a lot of that comes from, like I said, it comes from Atlanta. And Magic City's celebrating its 40th anniversary, I think, this year. So it's just something that needs to be talked about. It's not just about the girls. It's a whole story about Magic. Yeah.
So do you follow some of the girls that work there, off the rip and that are now in their 40s and kind of what their lives are and what their lives became after being, the documentary. I know you don't personally.
No, I don't know if I don't actually know. That's a question for Cole.
Okay. So, you are not feeling the AI. I am so with you on that. That Timbaland is talking about. Timbaland has a new AI artist called Tata. And Jermaine, you've spoken out against AI artists, not just Timba, but in general. Talk to me about that.
Why I spoke out about AI just being like, it's just too simple. Like it's too easy. It takes away from the process of like really making music. As far as his artist goes, I don't really know the depths of that, how that's gonna work. But I think that I don't think that the urban community is abreast of tech enough to even talk about AI artists. It's people. We do a survey of this room right now. How many people still got the old iPhone? Right?
It's gonna put a lot of artists out of work if they have AI spitting instead of real people. Do you think it's possible?
That's why I said I don't know if it's possible. I don't even. Like I said, I think it might be like a whole nother space, something that we're not even thinking about. Or something we haven't heard of, or something we don't know about that's making him do this. I don't think that it's in competition with real artists. But like I said, I don't know. We got to see.
Well, let's hope not, right? So, a couple of. Okay, and well, let me just ask him one more question, and then we'll be done. Because we talked about the documentary, we definitely did. Yeah. So, what's next for you?
I just dropped my new record. Basically a new Jermaine Dupri record that's inspired by the Magic City documentary. Came out last night. It's called Turnaround, featuring 2 Chainz, T.I., and Young Dro. So,
we definitely got to check out the soundtrack. And last question, what's your bad habit?
Bad habits? I don't have no bad habits.
Yes, you do. Come on, spill the tea.
Being too nice to people, probably sometimes. letting people around that I shouldn't let people around. Yeah.
That's actually really sweet. Well, Jermaine Dupri, congratulations on the documentary, on the new song, and everything else you got coming up, and on such a legendary career.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
It's great talking with you. It's Jazzy Jazz, and I am here with the one and only Da Vinci with his fine self. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. So you're here repping BMF.
Right.
Did you know when you started that show it was going to become so iconic?
I did, honestly, only because I just knew how influential it was in the culture, and I know 50 being behind it, and usually everything that he never really misses, so
that part.
I had an idea that it would have done well, honestly.
Okay, so you got to give us a couple of funny stories about working with 50.
I think 50 is, he's a nice, genuine, calm guy. I think what people see, or the persona that they see, they don't realize like he's nothing like that, and I think it's just hilarious. Yeah.
He always keeps it real though. Like he wants to talk about everybody and everything, but he always keeps it real. I never disagree with him.
Absolutely, he keeps it real, and he's very humble. He's very humble.
What? 50 is humble?
Yeah, 50 is actually like very humble. Like one of the most humblest things he said to me, because I was telling him season 1 how much of a huge fan I am, and he was just like, now, isn't it crazy to really think that now you're helping me move my career forward?
Wow.
In the film business, and I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy for him to say that.
Well, what's up with you? BMF, iconic, blew up, continuing. What's next for you as well?
Different movies, different shows. I'm also producing some of my own stuff, and I've also been doing comedy too. So I've been hitting the road doing stand-up. Yeah.
I didn't know you were funny like that. That's awesome. What's next? What should people be looking out for?
I think just tune in this season and then watch it and show us love and support, and everything you guys tweet and post and videos you make, we guys repost it and we guys definitely see it.
So you got to spill a little tea on the next season. What's going to surprise us of BMF?
I think our enemies is going to surprise everyone this season, and I think Meech and T bit off more than they can chew.
Ooh, okay. Tell me a little more.
That's it. I like my job. I ain't gonna
Okay, last couple of questions. Last time I saw you, you told me that you were single. So how about now? Can the ladies slide in your DM, or what's up?
I definitely don't talk about my personal life.
Yes, you did before.
No, I definitely don't. Because here's the thing. The more you do that, then you give people insight on what's going on outside of the characters you play, and then they're going to start judging you on things that have nothing to do with your art. I only come here to be judged on my art, but not on my personal life.
I hear you. I feel you on that. Well, there is one thing you did say last time, that you preferred natural to BBLs. Is that still the same?
I said that?
Yes, you did. I got it on tape.
Oh, my goodness. I said I prefer that. I think all women are beautiful. And I don't want to hurt half of my fan base, so whether you got a BBL, whether you're natural, I think you're beautiful.
He could be a politician, right, y'all? Check this out.
Yeah, I learned.
That first interview, you were a lot more forthcoming. Now you can talk about Haiti, though, right? A little bit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so because you are of Haitian origin, and so talk to me about that.
I'm proud of the country that I come from, despite all the discourse that's around the country right now, where its current state today. But I think this is one of the most powerful countries in the world at one point, because the spirit that they have. They were the first black people to gain their independence on paper from the white man, and that war was fought in 1804, and they destroyed one of the best war generals at the time. So I think that's something to really take pride in, because given that Napoleon Bonaparte was an OG, just taking over territory after territory, and you have an island, Hispaniola, and Haiti being half of that, they came together and created this. They strategically planned and destroyed him. So I think that's very impressive.
Yeah, no doubt. And Haiti still is paying the price. It's almost like the colonizers have never forgiven Haiti for being the first independent black state, fighting off the slave owners. Yeah, so absolutely. A very proud heritage.
Absolutely.
So is there anything else right now that you want people to know or help in terms of Haiti?
Just pray for us, pray for the world, and I think everyone should just keep God first, and I think the world will be a better place.
Okay. Last question. What's your bad habit?
My bad habit? My bad habit is that... Oh, that's dark. I can't say that.
Yes, you can.
No.
We love you. We're going to love you anyway.
You're going to use that one against me.
I am never going to do that.
My bad habit... My bad habit is that I don't know what my bad habit is, and I think that's a bad thing, because you don't know where you could get hit.
No, the bad habit is because you won't tell me what your bad habit. You won't tell Jazz what you need to be telling her. So don't forget to catch BMF. When does it drop, the new season?
It dropped June 6th, last week.
Oh, okay. We got catching up to do then.
Absolutely.
Okay, congratulations again. Thanks for chatting with us.